Crew, what's good? It's the FKOP here, coming at you with another video. We back from our Thanksgiving trip. Went out of town for Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope y'all ate good, you know what I'm saying? I was eating good, but I was also grinding in the telly while I was grinding in the telly, trying to come up with new builds for y'all boys, and girls and guys. We don't discriminate over here, man. We got all kind of crewmates. But yeah, we was in the lab still. Even though we was on vacation, we was still in the lab. So today's video, I got two different '09 Pluffy builds for y'all. Um, this is gonna be the first one, and then I will show you the second one after the first one's games. We'll go into the second list, and I'll show you both lists, and I'll let you know my thoughts on both of them as we go. So without further ado, let's get into the list. First off, we got two of our Gear 5 Luffy's. Gear 5 Luffy's probably gonna be in all my Luffy decks that can play him, just because he's a great game ender. You know, time skipping is godlike. What can I say? One of my favorite game enders to use. We got four of the six called Sanji's. He's a blocker, 2K counter. If you have less down the opponent, two or less down to be specific. Then you can play him for three, so he's good for that. We also got four ramp pieces here. We got Brulee's. Brulee's my favorite ramp. If you know, you know. If you don't, put that Bond Clay in the trash. Pick up you four Brulee's. You good to go. I mean, she's a blocker. She dons you one. She still dons you one on the Blackbeard. So Black Hole does nothing to a Brulee. All the more reason to play her, because Blackbeard is taking over the '09 meta in the East. So must have. We got two of the new 7 cost Sanjis. It's a great card. Also could be a great game ender. Resting down one of their blockers or whatever, just to get it, to get you some extra punches in at the face. Always a good thing. Searchable 1K counter on top of that. So nothing more to say about him. A great card. Um, I'm still running the page one ulti combo in this build because I think flooding the board is too good right now. This gives you a low cost option to flood the board with if you don't see your Luffy Taro package. So, and at worst to come to worst, if you don't see page one and OT, she's a 2K, he's a 1K, so they're still countered. They're never bricks in your hand. Still worth running. They're not searchable, but we're not running searches in this build because of that. For the fact that we're running so many off, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not running as many searchable cards as we would in a regular build. So I mean, we do have a lot of searchable cards, but not as many as we would like, and we don't want to search over our page ones and our OTs and our top end, some of our top end. Moving on, we got Kaido, 9 cost, great card. I think he's a little better than the Luffy right now, uh, especially since he removes a body on play as well. Being able to KO a blocker or just a big character and possibly take out two characters since he does have rush on top of that is too good to play the Luffy over in my opinion. Yes, the draw card is good, but we have plenty of other cards that draws this card, so there's no reason really to play the non-Luffy over him. I do like the non-Luffy, and I do believe it's in my other build. Spoiler warning, I think it's in my other build, but we'll see that build, later on in the video. Let's get on to the next card. We got three queens, cycle card. I'm probably always gonna have like at least 6 or 8 cycle cards in my deck just to help me draw and get to the cards that I need to see. And plus he's a 5 cost 6K blocker, so that's always good too. It's a whole lot harder to get rid of, a lot more sticky on the board. We got 4 page ones to go with our OT combo. Just a vanilla card, 4 cost 6K. Great stats, and you can play them off OT, so that's always good too. 2 Douglas bullets. This is just a meta counter right now for the '09 meta. Helps you get 2 life off, and you can rest down 2 characters that are 6 costs or less. It's a dime -4, but you go right back up to 8 if you're on 10 dime when you use this, which is more than likely you will be because he has to sit on the board for a turn. It's activate main. It's not on play, so it gets around Blackbeard's black hole. And if you've been grinding them down, the whole match, you get them down to 2 life. This is also a game ender, so it's a great card to have. And if he sticks to the board, he's a threat every turn, so they're gonna want to get rid of him. So Douglas Bullet, yeah, this is my counter to the meta right now. We got 4 Usohachi, 2K counter, purple, just perfect 2K counter, and also can help you in games because he rests to 5 or less if you got 8 or more done. So probably gonna be in every purple Luffy list ever. We got 3 of the 4-cost Onamis. She's a blocker. Also a cycler. She cycled the cards. Just basically more copies of Queen. And in the decks, in the verses we do play the Searcher, she is searchable. So good card to have. Probably would figure out a way to get 4 of her in. The only reason she's just not as sticky right now into Blackbeard and all them other matchups. She's a whole lot more sticky with Purple Black Luffy because it gives her +1 cost. But in this deck, she's not as sticky, so it's easier for them to remove her. We got 4 5-cost Sungoros. This is just the play off your Luffy Taro play. When attacking, he draws you a card if you have 8 or more done, so it's great to dig through your deck with. He's an immediate threat on board they want to get rid of because he draws you a card every turn he gets to attack. So great card, nothing to say. Part of Luffy Taro package, pretty standard. Zoro part of Luffy Taro package, their Searcher, pretty standard. Luffy Taro, basically pretty standard. Plays out Zoro, Sangoro, Nami even. You can even play out Usohachi if you want to get like a little unique playoff. You got some bodies on field already. It's a great card for this deck, specifically this deck. Great card for this deck specifically. So, last but not least, for Gum Gum Giants. This is a powerhouse card. It's a new card. If you can play this card, you probably should be playing it. I don't think I run 4 in Red Purple Luffy, just because Rad Beam is too good of a card not to have at least 2 copies of in RP Luffy, but 4 of in this deck for sure because there's no Rad Beam, unfortunately, for Purple Luffy. So, with that being said, let me stop talking for right now about this deck list and show you these matches that we got lined up for you. Alright, game 1 we got against Dofi right here. Let's get it. Opening hand, I'm looking for like a Luffy Taro or a 4-cost play, OT page 1, Zoro, just something I can play in the next couple turns. It's gonna give me multiple bodies. If I don't have a play, I probably will attack or look for a ramp piece as well. Also looking for a ramp piece, which is a 4-cost as well. So like I said, 4-cost. Either OT page 1 combo, a Brule, a Zoro, or Luffy Taro. We're gonna dig through a deck. We're gonna draw 2 on our next turn anyway when we ramp. So waiting on this guy right here. He's doing this Perona thing, taking 10 years to stack his deck. We top deck a Zoro, so that's perfect. We're gonna play him out after we attack 5. We're gonna play Zoro out, and we're gonna grab a Sangoro for a Luffy Taro. This is a perfect lineup that you want to see when you're getting your search off. We got a couple 2Ks in hand. Got plenty of counter. If we can't counter out, we're gonna want to counter out just because we're taking our own life with our ramp. We're definitely gonna want to counter out. He plays out a Teach, which is very annoying. Teach is gonna let him get his leader effect for basically free every turn. That is an annoying card. Swings at me for 7. I should counter out here. Bounces my Zoro back. is cool, I guess. I don't know why you bounced my searcher back, but I guess I'm thinking here if I want to keep queen just for the cycle, and I do end up keeping queen for the cycle. Sometimes you don't want to get rid of your, two 2Ks for 7K attack, but which one's more important? Digging through your deck, you have to decide for yourself. You either want to dig through your deck or you want to just have another 2K in hand. Me, I like digging through the deck, so we'll keep a cycle card every now and then. We'll be on 6 done next turn. I'm debating here if I want to play my Joro out since he doesn't have counter. Get another search off, or play Sangoro, and we top deck another Futaro, so kinda ain't got no choice. I'll attack first into his Jinbei to get a card out of his hand. Doesn't give us a card, it gives us the Jinbei, so that's cool. We're just trying to get a stronger board presence than him. And we do end up going with the Sangoro because we do have a Gum Giant in hand. It's not active right now, but it will be after this turn probably. We do have a 2K in hand and a 1K, so we're not looking too bad. Only has 2 real attacks I gotta worry about this turn. I've established 2 bodies, and if you can't get rid of them bodies, then it's gonna be a whole lot harder for him. So we're just waiting on this guy to, take his turn. He plays out Gecko Moria and draws Jinbei from trash. I'm like, okay, it's a 1K in his hand he added. Swinging at me for 7. I should counter out of this. Just to play around Pudding. Do I counter out of this to play around Pudding? Oh, he adds one with Boa. He plays Boa out, so I think he's gonna swing for 8, and I'm probably gonna have to take. Doesn't put it on Boa, so now I'm thinking here, it's like I should have counted out of that. I don't know why I didn't. Man, yeah, he can't put me this turn, but I still should have counted out. I'm going to take one regardless, but either way, better be safe than sorry. So I'm like, okay, I got 8 down here. Let's go. In the Jinbei, draw a card, we get a Brulee. Thank God it's not a Mr. 2. I know people gonna hate me for trolling about Mr. 2, but hey, be what it be. Let's swing for 5 here first. Not swinging for 5 here first. Grab another Sangoro. Guess we're trolling this guy. Even if I want to use lead effect, I'm like, nah. Just swing 5. On Boa block out. He's low cards in hand, so we're looking good. He has to do something to our board, or he's gonna be eating a lot of attacks next turn. We got 2K, 1K, 1K, and we got a Gum Giant. He really only has 2 attacks if he wants to play it safe. He gets a Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger, which is cool. We still got 2 AKs on the board. We're still looking nice. Not too bad. He swings his Boa blocker. I think that's a mistake. But we 2K out. We know he's gonna have a 7K attack with his Dofi because of Teach. There's out another Boa. Not looking good for us. His board presence is a lot stronger, but he does have low cards in hand. I'm thinking here if I want to go ahead and combo out of this adds 1 to the Gecko Moria, so I'm like, no, I'll take. Here's a 1K, 1K. Alright, should play out the 7 cost and rest down the boa maybe. He's not gonna use boa to block out me attacking the character anyway, but still. Go ahead and get it out the way, rest it down. Wait into boa. And counter out. 7. And we'll go 6 into Gecko Moria. We just obliterated his board and we're looking pretty. Still got Gum Gum Giant and 1K in hand. And he's looking like he's gonna split up here. Try to end the game maybe. Possibly. Nope, he's just wanting to try to get one of my cards off board, possibly. Oh, he's attacking 14 to face. And out of Jinbei. Is that a blind Jinbei? That's fine, we'll take that. Should be GG's. Got Big Loof in hand. He has no cards in hand to counter out of these hits. Should I go ahead and tap 5 here? And I should. Makes sense, because he has to give me a card out of his hand right here, and if he gives me a card out of his hand, there's no way he can count out of the next Luffy Taro hit. And if the next one goes through, it's guaranteed GG's with 10 Luffy. He takes both, and if he takes this one, he's definitely dead. He takes all of them. We're gonna play out Big Loof. And he's gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, he had some decent counter in hand. I don't know. He wouldn't have been able to survive though. But yeah, that's a dopey matchup. Let's get into the next matchup, crew. Alright, we got Rosanate here. I think that's his name. Luffy's brother. I haven't played against this guy before, so this match is going to be very interesting for me. I do know what sugar does, so that's a little annoying. We're going to play out our Brulee anyway. Even though he can rest it down, he doesn't kill it, then it's going to be a blocker for the next turn, so. And it wouldn't have mattered if I played the Brulee down first to get him to turn his sugar sideways, because he could just block with his lead effect. His leader's a blocker, so he can block his for his characters on board pretty much. I think he resends it in the turn. He attacks my Brulee, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine with me. Preferred. We're on 7 down now. And get our Sangoro. Luffy Taro on the board. I think if I want to ramp one, he's gonna rest down one of my characters, which is fine. Can attack with him this turn anyway. I have hardly any counter in hand. No lie. Right here, I'm gonna try to go for a sugar, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna block it out. Block out and takes. I have 4 bigs in my hand right now. Looking ugly. Looking ugly, crew. They're strapping up on his blocker, I think. This is blocker. I'm gonna take this, you know, I really don't want to let him know I don't have counter in hand. So I'm just trying to make my hand size look huge. When he gets a little scared, counter out of this one. Plays on a Jewelry Bonnie, locking down my Luffy Taro, and I'm like, that's cool, that's cool. attack first and draw one. So we can get his blockery stands when I attack. That's pretty cool. I'll swing for 5. And I think we should play a Douglas Bullet out here maybe. Or Kato. Maybe Rant want to play Kato. No, we're gonna play a Douglas Bullet out. Yeah, that's cool. Douglas Bullet is a good card. He has to get off the board. Attacking 5 at lead. Trying to decipher what he's gonna do here. We're gonna counter out. What does he play here? Rosinante and Dolphy blocker. So he's filling out the board pretty nicely. Did attack here with Sangoro, then attack with Lufitaro, then Douglas Bullet, and possibly Aim if he can't guard out all these hits. Why didn't I attack like that? Oh, he's got a blocker on field, but I could have rested down this blocker though. Why did I not rest down this blocker? I don't know what I was thinking here. Well, I mean, it's still probably over, but yeah, it's still over. But I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did it that way. I guess because I wanted to play out my Kaido to guarantee the kill. 10k, I don't know, 10k. Anyway, 2 10k attacks is pretty toxic, so I guess that's was my process behind that. Alright, crew, so before we get to the next game, we got the other deck list here. I believe the following game would be using this deck list. I think I only got one game of this deck list recorded right now. I will get some more for y'all in the future, so don't worry. I'm still working on the ratios and trying to figure out which one I like better. I do think the OT page 1 combo is strong, but it does get rid of 2 cards out of your hand, which is also equivalent to 3k counter out of your hand. Does establish 2 bodies, but at least the Lufitaro package is putting bricks out of my hand. So the only difference is we, instead of 2 Monkey D. Luffys, we only have 1. We still have the Brulees, and instead of I think 2 Sanjis, we have 3. And we do have our Trafalgar Law Searcher, which looks at the top 4 of the deck and reveals 1 2-cost degraded card, the Straw Hat Crew of Heart Pirates. Adds the hand and places the rest on the bottom. It's a good searcher. The only problem with this card is it searches over Gum Giant, so that kind of sucks. But our other searcher does search Gum Giant, so we still dig through the deck a lot. I got 2 Frankies for some really niche 10 dime plays. Play out a Frankie, dime -2, and then I can play 2 Sanjis out for 6. Some little niche plays like that, or just late game blocker cycle. We added him, 2 of him. He's searchable, so there wasn't no need in putting any more. He's really a late game blocker. 3 of the Monkey Luffys, we just replaced Kaido with him and added an extra copy. We took out, replaced Kaido with him, and then took out 1 of the Monkey D, the Gear 5 Luffys. To make 3 of these, and he's a rush and draws you a card, so he's good to get digging through your deck some more. I don't know if I like him better than Kaido yet. We will find out. Got 3 Queens. Queens, great card. Cycle. I knew about him. Still got the 2 Douglas Bullets. Still got the 4 Usuhachi. We actually got 4 Onami in this list right here, just for some extra cycle and also some extra plays off our Lufitaro. And we do got the same ratios of Sangoro, Zoro, Lufitaro, and Gum Giant. Let's get into the match. Alright, we got us a dragon here. haven't played against Dragon, I don't think, ever. My first game against Dragon. So we're gonna see how it goes. Right, we got us a searcher. We're gonna search. Probably should add a 2K, but I don't know what I add here. Yes, we add a 2K. Pass our turn. We have no more plays on this. I'm assuming he's gonna have a bunch of rush characters, so kind of preparing for that, and I don't want to take any early game hits. So adding that 2K was actually perfect. Got us out of a free attack. We don't really want to take too much life here, so I probably should swing 6 and then play out a brulee to help us keep from taking life. Play out a brulee, yes, makes sense. Know we're gonna have to guard against one of his attacks. Brulee helps us do that perfectly. This was Bond Clays will not help us right here. Know pretty much his Sanji's gonna be swinging for 7, possibly more with his dragon effect. So I probably should counter out of this 7K attack. Then lay block the next attack. Plays out of Rono Zoro. Kind of annoying. Gives it 2, swings another 7. I'm like, yeah, okay. I see what the game plan is here. I don't care about leaving Sanji on the field because he has to take a life to use that effect. So that's going to work into my advantage and my strategy against this deck. But I do want to get that Rono Zoro off the field. I'm thinking here. Attacking the Sanji just to see what he's going to do. I don't care about leaving it on the field, but pretty sure they might want to save it, and they do save it. It works out good in our favor. It gives a 3K for that, so now I'm thinking he doesn't have much counter in hand. Play that out. We probably should have took a Gum Jet, but didn't, so it is what it is. See if he wants to give us some more cards out of hand for the Sanji. He don't. Now he knows I'm not scared to swing with my Trafalgar Law, so I'm assuming he's going to end up trying to take that out this turn. Probably with his Nami, and I'm going to save it if he does, just to have that looming threat of like, hey, I have another 5K swing coming at your life, buddy. Most people would let that go, but I want to be greedy. Sometimes greed pays off. We're gonna see if he'll swing into it again. And he doesn't, he goes 7 at my face. And I should counter out of that. Good. 7 at my face again. This deck. 7 a bajillion times. 7 at my face again. Had to take that one. We're down to 1 life here. We're not looking too bad. I'm gonna use a 9-drop Loof. Turn 1, we get us a Gum Giant. 5 and a 5. Try to get a counter out of his hand. Doesn't give it to us. On at life again. Thinking here, should probably swing Trafalgar Law into his Nami and take one of his Zoros off the board. Just using this to get extra counter out of his hand. He should give me counter here. He takes it. Now I'm thinking this man ain't got no counter in hand. He saves his Nami. I guess I got into his head. And now we're gonna go 10 his life again. Basically saying if you don't kill us this turn, then you're gonna lose. The Gum Gum Giant and 4K counter in hand. I have to survive at least 3 attacks, because I know he's gonna have a rusher somewhere along the line. I gotta survive 3 attacks, probably 7K attacks by the way he's been attacking all game. Right here, plays out a dragon, puts 7, puts 2 on lead, so he's swinging 7. I'm gonna Gum Gum Giant here early because I don't want him to know that I don't have 2Ks. So he swings different. We still don't draw a 2K, unfortunately, so it's gonna be a little bit rougher here. I know he's swinging at least another 7. Puts 2 on, swings another 7, and I have to counter out of this one. Swings 2 and 2. I'm like, you can have that, but I don't care about that no more. And he swings 6, and we got 2 more 1Ks here to get out. And he sees the light at the end of the tunnel and realizes it's over. GG's, GG's, GG's. That's gonna be the end of the matches. We'll have some more Pluffy matches lined up for y'all in the future. If y'all like content like this, make sure you jet pistol that subscribe button and Gum Gum Jet Gallon that like and that notification button so you can be notified when I upload another video. And until next time, peace.